everyone, it's Jenna, and Sunday Yarn Chat this week is a bit late, isn't it, Dave?
I don't know. When does it normally take
It's
place?
normally right after we get home on Sundays from church.
Well, it's still on Sunday, so it should count.
So there you go. We are a little bit late, but we are here with you today. We are on both Instagram and Facebook, and we're on X too today. So let me know if you're watching us live or on replay. Give me a hashtag, live or replay, and yeah.
Now, I know this is old news, but I really think he should have called it Twitter X, because after all, he called it SpaceX, so why not Twitter X?
Twitter X. Okay, everyone, Twitter X.
It's Fetch is not going to happen, so I mean, don't bother.
What's Fetch?
Oh, it's something from the Mean Girls movie.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
other
it.
people hopefully know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I won't worry about it. No problem. I will ignore him like I usually do.
Now, former Chief Happiness Officer Remington, who is no longer with the company, I've recently learned, but who comes in on an as-needed basis as a consultant, is here with us today.
Yep. He is no longer officially with the company. Mally is Chief Happiness Officer. Remy is now working for Dave on a full-time basis. He's Dave's new coworker. So Mally is my coworker. So she's back there sitting in her co-working chair, which is a big dog bed.
He's catching up on some paperwork right
Yeah,
now.
he is. So we pulled him in specifically for this today, but happy Sunday. I wanted to take some time and just make sure I got online with y'all today and see how everything is going and tell you what I've been up to in this yarny world this week. And Dave has apparently lots and lots of licks that he has to make up for. Oh, yeah. There goes Remy.
I didn't spend all
baby.
24 hours with him, so he's got to make up for it.
He does. He really does. So I recently, and I think I showed y'all probably last week or the week before, that I've been doing some weaving of my little coasters and stuff. So I recorded a video last year, December of 2023. Dave and I, we did a weaving class at a local cooking school.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was. Wow. December of 2023. We did a weaving class for a local school, and this is one of the weaves that I made. And this is with our Christmas yarn from one year and just some white.
It looks like a placemat for Barbie.
It does, doesn't it? But anyways, so this is what I made. I've got videos coming of the one I did recently. I don't have that one though. It's in my stash being photographed right now. But I also wanted to show you this one. It's a little bit bigger.
That is nice.
This is nice. This is with using wool. This is wool. And then this is just some weaving yarn up here. Some warp.
So why does it make a difference that it was made with wool?
How I'd care for it.
Oh.
Yeah, because with cotton and wool, you care for them two different ways. And this is a little bit bigger. It's about a 6x6.
Oh, probably 7x7.
7x7. And it's nice and soft. Feel how soft it is.
It is nice.
It is nice and soft. Folks, because it's made with my yarn. But I wanted to make something a little bit bigger. And with this, you know, it's great to use as a doily. You can use it as a mug rug.
I can see a pillar candle on top of that.
Yeah. Or you could put it as
a bit big for a mug rug.
Well, no, not really, because if you have your mug rug, if it's freshly washed and everything, and you put, you know, your cup here, then you have room for your biscotti or something over there. So it's plenty of room because you got your
La-di-da.
Yeah, you have like your biscotti over here, and if you're gonna be all fancy, it could be your homemade biscotti.
Biscotti.
I've never made homemade biscotti, but I have made homemade yogurt, and that's pretty good.
I once served her a rock, and she thought it was a biscotti. So when
did you ever do that?
I'm saying biscottis are as hard as a rock.
He never served me a rock. That was a joke.
I could serve her a slice of concrete, and she would think it was a biscotti if I just painted it with chocolate chips in it.
Okay. So I've got videos coming out on weaving. So I thought that'd be fun. We're going to have a little weaving set of videos once I finally get them edited, because you probably don't want to see all of the times that I stopped the process and redid the process. So, yes, I know it's off. Yes, I know
It's off.
it's a little, well, it's a little off. I haven't,
Oh, a little skewed.
a little skewed and everything like that.
It's as we might say in geometry, it's a bit rhomboid.
Yeah, I did not go ahead and, block it and press it after the last time I washed it. So you'll have to forgive me. It's not camera ready.
No, don't come all the way up.
But, so this is what I've been working on. This is the one. So I made this years ago. I made this one a year and a half ago. And then the other few ones, my mom has one that she uses as a coaster. And I love using these just as coasters. Because, my drinks sweat and everything. So this ends
especially in Florida.
Yeah. So that just ends up being a little coaster. And with it being cotton, washer, dryer, you're done. So just make sure you put it back into a good shape. Did you need privacy or something?
He couldn't resist. He had to do the full sitting on the lap thing.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Good boy. See, my dog is back there sitting on her
dog bed.
Her dog bed, her co-working chair.
Co-working chair.
Yes. Okay. So Dave, tell me about this. I have a whole video coming out. Next week's special item that's going out in my email is going to be shawl cuffs.
Right.
So Dave.
So we are getting into making shawl cuffs by hand.
And when we say we.
These hands.
Yeah. I don't do leather work. Dave does leather work.
I might show Ty how to do it, but it's a learning process.
Yeah.
But no, totally. I mean, from scratch, cut out of a sheet of leather. Edges.
Oh, I should have grabbed some of the leather. I had some over in the warehouse.
Edges sanded and then burnished to make them smooth and polished and finished. Snap hand installed.
And you can even choose your level of distress that you want, because he physically distresses the pieces depending on how distressed you want it. So this is what they call veg-tanned leather. And you can see
vegetable tan,
and it's got the nice suede back to it. So this is leather.
Yeah, vegetable tan tends to be tougher, a little bit stiffer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. Like I said before, we knit with a byproduct of sheep and such. So this is leather. This is actual leather. I don't go in for the
vegan leather.
I don't plastic.
AKA vinyl.
Yeah, the first time I saw anybody mention vegan leather project bags online.
It's branding genius.
It really is.
To take something that's been around since probably the 60s.
And this was a pretty big company. And I went back and I asked them, I'm like, so what exactly is vegan leather? Because by definition, leather isn't vegan.
Yeah. The vinyl fabric has been around forever. It's just plasticized
fabric. I tell you. And I'm not going to say who the company was, because that's not the type of person I am. But I'm just like, so what is it? And they told me that it's PU. What's PU? Propylene something. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you're making nothing against the vegans out there that want to use PU leather or whatever.
The expression today is no judgment.
Yeah. I just believe I'm doing leather. So these are the stainless steel snap.
Well, those are actually the black steel. They're like black nickel.
The new ones are over there on my table, I think. I bought copper.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, I had them there a few minutes ago.
I thought they left them on my desk.
No, I grabbed them off your desk and I brought them in here.
But yeah, we found that
apparently I lost them.
We found that the snaps that we started with, they don't grip as tightly, and
these are the original snaps. So we're putting new snaps on.
Yeah, they don't. They're actually pretty hard to seat because they're made for thinner material than this.
However,
8 to 10 ounce leather.
It works pretty well for me. Right. So, but he's an expert in doing things.
Just
with
know
leather,
the new snaps will be even better.
Even better.
And we are looking at offering a selection of different leathers. We can even do colored leather if we can source it.
I have I have some lighter leather coming in this week. But yeah, it is genuine leather. You'll be able to choose between, for right now, you'll be able to choose between gunmetal
Yeah, that's a good name
and
for that.
brushed copper for the get this back in form again.
Yeah, no, it'll
We've
eventually.
faded.
You keep showing it something.
Yeah.
There it goes. It switched.
Okay. So, and then we'll have a place in the order for you to put down how distressed would you like them. And Dave, we're doing 3 lengths.
Yeah, so 6.5 inches for a very like a lacy knit.
Look at how
or very
fuzzy
thin
this is.
knit.
It's nice.
A 7.5 for something more bulky, and then for the very bulkiest ones, we do 9-inch.
So
we're also looking at different types of ends. This is what I call a half round end, where it's actually literally a half of a circle. We can do a flat end. We can do it where it's a flat end with just the corners sort of cut off on a 45-degree angle. We can do it so that it's straight edges and then it just sort of curves a bit on the end. We can maybe put some images out there as options that you can choose from.
Oh yeah. So we'll have a variety of different things, but Dave does amazing work with leather. He made me my keychain, which I love. And I've been wanting some nice, no, I don't know. Let me see. This I think is let me see how long this one is. Is that the
9?
This is the 9.
Yeah, that's the 9.
This is the 9-inch. Use my little sock ruler there. Which, if you haven't gotten one of these, let me know, because I love these things, and I think I sell them for $10, and they are awesome. They're also really great to smack people with. Not that I would do that.
Don't you actually? You can actually wear this as a wristlet too. I thought
you
said.
Yeah, the other one I have in the other room, and it has.
Probably snap it.
Snap it first. It has, it fits right on my wrist. And, we could have, if you want, we can put something in here. We can always embellish them. Mine that I have in there has a little bronze tag on it that says circa 1971 on it. So.
We've also looked at maybe being able to do stamps, but there's so many stamps out there.
Yeah.
That
we would release like one stamp at a time, depending on what y'all's interest is for these.
Yeah.
So, but you can see this is crocheted. It's crocheted with. Okay, so this is sock yarn that was crocheted with, and y'all know with crochet, it ends up being like what? Twice as thick. So it actually ends up looking like what? DK or worsted almost. And it's bundled over a few times. So the reason we did 3 sizes is so that way any of your turn the microphone that way so it actually picks us up. There we go. So any of your different ones. So the smallest one is perfect for sock weight shawls. Then of course there's the one for medium weights, DK, worsted, and then the really big one is for bulky, because if you can tell, this is a cowl, so it's doubled. So that one was the bulky one because it's a cowl. This one was knit or crocheted for me by Wendy. So if you look, if I hold it this way and bundle it up, so it's sock, but it's doubled. And if you're looking at the colorway here, this is my peacock feathers, which is the lime and peacocky colors. And this is how it knit. This is how it crocheted up. And since I'm still learning to crochet, so I don't know exactly what she did. But if you crochet, you might be able to tell me in the comments below what kind of crochet stitch this is, because I don't know.
For some reason, I thought that was dragonfly wings.
No, dragonfly wings has a dark navy in it, and it has
This looks like dark navy right there.
Yeah,
darker? No.
Okay. It has a really dark navy in it, and it has like a pink, a purple.
Oh wow, I'm way off.
Yeah, you're way off. That's not dragonfly wings, but you can see it goes off. And like I said, this is the one for the bulky yarn, but this is the one I'm using right now for it. So this is just the display. So that will be coming on Wednesday with pre-orders. I'll show you guys this month's shirt. I haven't posted it online. I'm sorry. We've been swamped. I mean, we've just life, right? My mother has Alzheimer's now, and so it's just lots of doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And then we had a death in the family the day before Easter, so it's just been really everything. So this is this month's knitting t-shirt. Okay. Hope you like it. This is this month's knitting t-shirt. Crochet t-shirt. I'm trying to remember. I think it's, I have to recall. Not exactly sure. Now, next month's t-shirt is this.
Maybe
Turn it the right way. Next month's t-shirt is this, a wavy knit. I think that's cute. What do you think of it?
Vespas are always cool.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I found a graphic designer online, and she made these for me. One thing I really love is that I've been doing the logo in the tees starting a couple months ago, and I love it.
So official.
Yes. They're still Bella Canvas. You don't have to worry about that. They are still Bella Canvas tees. They just have our logo. If you were part of our Notions Club, you were handing me the black. Thank you. If you're part of our Notions Club this month or this quarter, you received, and we still have a few extra. So if you order a Notions Club now, you're going to get this kit. So, darn it.
Always.
I keep hitting the light and it
touch
keeps turning on. And
one more. There you go.
There you
now
go.
It's off.
So, in fact, Dave liked it so much, he took one of them. He asked if he could have one. And then Tyler saw them and he wanted one. I'm like, would you guys please make sure I have enough for the club? So, nice little light. Because y'all know with the Notions Club, I tried to do stuff that I would want, right? It's things that I can't put into the Southern Stitch box because it's just not possible. So
it's prohibitive.
It is cost prohibitive, but I can do a Notions Club and give you guys cool notions. And the come with that was also, now mine's in red. I did have a blue one. It's back there. I changed it out for this red one because originally I was doing the reds, but they weren't going to all arrive on time. So that's why we made the decision to go with blue. I
hope it looks good on camera because I'll tell you this, it's even nicer in
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
When you get hands on this thing, you're like, how am I getting this practically for free?
Yeah.
It's
nice. Leather. It's nice pebble worn grain. I have to be honest, I like the red better than I like the blue. So I was
really more of a red person.
I am, but I think the red shows more of the character than the blue does. So if you got the blue one, which everybody did except me, because this was my sample.
It's a Jenna exclusive.
Yes. So my thought was that, I wanted the red. I had to go for the blue because the reds just weren't going to be made in time. Yeah. So that's what we had to do.
You also had a nice waxed canvas one too that I loved.
Oh yeah, it's in the other room and it's probably going to be put into a mystery box. So y'all know I've been learning to crochet, right? I've been trying. So inside of here, I just got in from Amazon. These were like $6.99. I couldn't believe it. I don't know how good and durable they're going to be, but hey, give them a try, right? I've seen them on other websites for like $25 and $35, but they're all ergonomic. They're nice squeezy handles. I do not sell these. These are off of Amazon. So don't message me and say, how do I get your, I don't sell these. So this is just a public service announcement. They're nice and there went the first one. Nice and comfy and squishy. I haven't tried them yet.
Well, at least you didn't say how good a grip they are.
Well, they are a good grip. Grippy.
Meaning you just dropped one.
Yeah, I know. And then they came with a little container of these, but these things are like literally like $1,000 for $1. So
yeah.
I don't really count that as much. But so, the other thing I'm really excited about is that if you saw my social media post, you will see that I went ahead and decided to organize my needles. And this might turn up in or something like it, might turn up in one of our Notions clubs, or maybe just available for sale, who knows. So I went and organized all my needles.
Oh, you meant circular needles.
All my circular needles. And they're all in here with sizes. Like there's 0, 1, etc. It goes all the way through. I posted a little bit of a picture earlier on social media when I was packing them and measuring everything. Because I need to always be looking at the my glasses through this. I have always had 20/20 vision, and like all of a sudden, they don't lie when they say you turn 40 and you need readers. I mean, that's not a lie. That's the truth.
About that for me too.
Yep. And good thing I'll be 40 in like 5 years.
So she's ahead of the curve.
I'm ahead of the curve. So yeah, I like this. So I was looking at this. I was also looking at this one.
Well, that's cool. That's like the biggest wallet ever.
Yeah. So I like this one too. But right now I'm trying out the other one.
That's for a whole lot of credit cards.
It's for a whole lot of needles. But
okay.
Yeah, these are all circulars would fit in here and it would be a lot more compact. But then I thought, well, maybe it's really for DPNs or something like that. And then I thought, you know what? I just like this because like in size 5, I have a couple size 5s shoved in here.
So what is the difference between a circular needle and a DPN then?
Okay, so circular needles
Asking for a friend.
Yeah. So circular needles are like this, where they're
connected by the cable.
Exactly. Right. And so it's like one cable, one way to knit.
All right.
DPNs were developed by the devil. I am not a DPN fan. If you are a DPN fan, I think y'all are awesome because it's too fiddly for me. Holding 5 knitting needles and knowing where to jump to. No. I'm looking to see. I used to have. So these are just straight needles.
They look straight.
Yeah, they look straight. Those are just regular old-fashioned straight needles. And yeah, I don't have a DPN up here. I probably put it somewhere already. Yep, no DPN. Sorry, but what they do is they have points on each end. And so if you're knitting in the round, you take like your 3 knitting needles, and some people use 4, and then they have the extra one that you knit off of. And you got to scooch them around. You got to scoot your stitching all around the needles. And
it's pretty on the nose to call them double-pointed needles.
Yeah. And if you knit with double-pointed needles, kudos to you because they're too fiddly for me. So I am strictly a circular girl. So DPNs would fit good in there. Or I guess if you're working with interchangeables, you could put your interchangeables in there and maybe your cords. Anyways, I've been looking at this one because I want to do something similar for an upcoming Notions club. Because, like I said, I'm looking for things for the Notions club that I can use. But I started to look for some needles because, honestly, I'm getting ready to start block 2 of the log cabin blanket. And I realized that I wasn't sure if I had the right needle size. Well, instead of going and looking, because I wasn't home at the time, instead of going and looking to see if I had the right needle size, I went online to Amazon and I bought my needles. So I had another needle come in, so yeah, I have another needle coming. So I found the snaps, Dave.
Oh, good. You can throw them then.
I found the snap. The leather's not in yet, but I found the snaps.
So
snaps is fine. These are the new snaps. Hi, thanks for joining. Tell me if you're watching me off of Twitter, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. so happy you joined us.
So which service? Oh, and don't forget. Oh, yeah. You
And hashtag live or hashtag replay. And again, I'm so sorry that this has come in late in the day. We had a full day. So these are the matte black ones. That'll be an option, matte black. And then
a forever classic.
Yes. Then these are the other side of the matte blacks. Don't mind the Albert Einstein hair. That's what happens when you've got an explosion of curls. Then these are the coppers that I ordered. Of course, Dave's probably going to look at them and go, oh, these are too big, or oh, these are too small. So anyways, I've got a video of him. He recorded photos for me of him making the test sets. So I can't wait to share that with y'all. These are the aged coppers.
Those look nice.
Yeah, I like them. So these are the aged coppers. There you go. You can see it almost has a little bit of a hammered texture effect in there. I like it. And then, like I said, the gunmetals.
Gunmetals, what we showed before.
Yeah. And then these are the gunmetals.
Yeah, like I say,
if I put this really up close, you can see some of the
distressing.
The distressing. Some of it is natural distressing that comes just from from the cows running through the
the leather. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Just natural distressing from the cows running through the leather and everything like that. Not running through the leather, running through fields and everything. And
I thought we were still talking about snaps.
So if you have any pointers for my left-handed self to knit or crochet, please let me know, because I could use all the crochet pointers that I can get. Y'all have heard that I took a class from Knitting Natty. She's awesome. But I'm left-handed, and so learning to crochet left-handed has been an ordeal. And I can't get past I can chain and I can single crochet. I get to the end of the row and it's all wobbly, so it's not right. And then I either end up picking up stitches. Do they call them stitches or chains in the crochet? Let's call them stitches. I pick up stitches and I really don't know what I'm doing, and it all looks wonky. And so I have a lot of process improvement to do there, and I know that. So let's see. Oh, the orders are closed now for Mother's Day yarns, but I just gotta brag on Tyler. So Tyler created the colorway for Mother's Day yarn. Tyler's been creating a lot of colorways. He's having a blast. So it's packaged, and I think he's on the way to the post office, because sometimes our postal carrier shows up and sometimes she doesn't. So we live in the rural area. Look at those speckles. Look at those speckles.
Yeah, those are nice, sharp, well-defined ones.
Yeah, he has been amazing.
He's come a long way in a short amount of time with speckling.
Oh yeah. And then you've got the solid, and this is a special technique that we do with the solid here and then the speckle on top. And so it's a trade secret that I developed, so I don't want to give it away, but I'm sure other people do it too. But so this is I can take it off of here now since I'm going to twist it. It's our Mother's Day yarn, and in everybody who ordered a Mother's Day set, they're getting a special gift that they didn't know they were getting, because that's just who I am. They are getting a set of stitch stoppers, needle stoppers. My pretty little, and I have a set of needle stoppers there, but that's not what they're getting. They're getting special Mother's Day ones, and they're These are mine. I also have these for sale in the store. These are mine. But they're going to get either mama ones or cat dog or cat mom or dog mom or something like that. But look at that. I can't wait to knit this up. Look at that.
You'll blurt us out again.
I know.
So close.
I know.
Okay.
Then we have all the minis. Again, he does tonal solids better than I ever did.
Nope.
He really does. And our light is changing the colors a bit on these. But it's a beautiful Caribbean. Let us see. It's a beautiful Caribbean blue.
Sounds a lot better than aquamarine.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Caribbean blue.
It's Caribbean.
Oh, if I just held it right, then I wouldn't have to worry about fixing it. Yes, I'm human. I end up tangling yarn if I'm not careful. Because I am human. So
there we go.
Look at that. Beautiful Caribbean blue. Just the right amount of green, just the right amount of blue. It's beautiful. One thing I'm doing, I think I told you about this last week on Sunday Yarn Chat Live, is I got a book. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Sorry, we just got back into town last night. And I'm a little unsure where stuff is. So this is the Caribbean blue. So thanks for joining us. Let me know where you're watching us from, and which service are you on? Are you on watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter? I haven't quite been able to figure out how to set up TikTok. Quite frankly, I think it's a conspiracy for people over the age of 40. I think they know that we're over 40 and then they won't let us work TikTok. That's just me. I'm just saying. I don't know. But that's my thought. Back to your regularly scheduled programming now. Is Remy doing okay? All we can really see in the camera is his butt.
Yeah, I think he's getting tired of sitting here.
Well, let him back down if he wants to get down.
Well, it's not like he doesn't want to be here.
So this is a beautiful corally color. And like I said, Tyler, I tried to get him to come on camera, but he was like, I don't want to. I'm packing Mother's Day. I'm like, okay, fine. So,
Gen Z.
Yeah. Is he Gen Z or is he? Yeah, I guess he would be Gen Z. Okay.
Where's it now?
Yeah. So this is the lighter coral color. So that's like a really bright coral. This is like a more muted, light corally pink. This is our sugar poppy color. Let's see if we can, yeah.
Is there such a thing as a sugar poppy?
I made it up probably.
Probably.
I totally made it up. So this is our sugar poppy color.
There is in my head.
There is in my head. It's my yarn and I can name it what I want to, right? So there's that. And yes, it is still throwing. There we go. Now it's looking a little bit better. There you go.
Ooh.
And then we have two purples. This is our wisteria color.
A little bit of a blue purple.
Mm-hmm. When he gave them to me, he just gave them all to me on zip ties because that's how we dye everything is on zip ties so they don't tangle. So he just handed them to me after they were dry on zip ties a few minutes ago, right before I went on camera. So that's why they're not like nice and pretty and prepped. So this is our wisteria color, which I've got to tell you guys, it's like one of y'all's favorites. Mm-hmm. We are going to start doing dye to order again. I'm in the process of getting all the individual colors. See, I just took it right off of there. In the process of getting, time to come down, huh?
Fresh.
I'm in the process of getting them all photographed and labeled and everything like that because he went through and he did all of these.
Sample colors?
No, well, he did because we got that wall over there of sample colors and he's making me more. But no, he went through and, was like dyeing all my samples so that way I can write them all down and get them all photographed. Because a lot of my samples, colors I had from a few years ago, they're in a pile over there. It's a really nice, light, sweet purple.
Very gentle.
Yep.
It's almost like the well, no, I was going to say like a polished conch, but no.
So if you were one of the fortunate ones who got a Mother's Day set, can you hold up the full skein? So this is what you got. These colors are speckled in there. 1, 2. Okay, I've got them all. So these colors, yep, are speckled all in there. And I really love the set. I cannot wait to make something with this. And of course, y'all know with how long it takes me to knit anything, I'll be knitting it for the next year.
Yep. Oh, okay. So the coral color is your main color here, your base color.
Right. So that's the base color. These 2 corals, that's the base color.
And the other 4 are speckled in.
And then the others are speckled in. Yes. You can see the different bright pinks and reds and all that kind of stuff. And then for my own use, I just put it together like that back in its little zip tie.
Yep.
And there you go. And then later I'm just going to label that as Mother's Day.
It looks like a weird stuffed animal now.
There you go. Yep.
It's the yarn squid.
So I am a little excited, but also a little nervous to get back to crocheting because it's been about a year since I took Knitty Natty's class and learned to crochet. So it's a bit getting back out there, but I got the crochet needles, crochet hooks. And honestly, I didn't know what was a good crochet hook and what wasn't. So I figured, well, I'm going to get them off Amazon and I would just go with the cheapest ones except I didn't want the solid metals because I figured that might just be really uncomfortable. I dropped one on the floor, didn't I?
Yeah, you did earlier.
I did. Here, can you get that with my toe?
Yeah.
He picked it up. I had it in my toe. So what I did is I figured I didn't know if I was going to need all of them, but quite frankly, for $6.99, I figured I'd buy all of them.
Did they butter these things before they ship them?
Well, here, you hold them then. You think you can do so much better. Oh, here, I want to show. Okay, you guys, can you get the bag? You guys know I love Stella Chroma, right? Nail polish. This is this month's. Now, I am not a periwinkle blue nail polish person. I'm a pink nail polish person. Can you tell? I'm wearing candy pink. Excuse me. However, I do like to put recently, I've been putting this on my, whatever the color of the month is, on my toes. And it's beautiful. It's a periwinkle blue with glitter, and it says May 2025 Mystery. And I'm not affiliated with Stella Chroma. I just honestly love her products. I do not get a commission. I don't get anything. I'm not an affiliate.
Word of mouth advertising.
Yeah, I just love her stuff. So I was, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a big subscription box group out there of subscription box owners. So my subscription box mentor was doing unboxings one day. And so this nail polish brand came up, and the woman does the nail polish as her subscription box. And that's all you get is a little box in the mail. I mean, big enough to hold this, and that's about it. It's the one item of the month. And it's like all, I'm not going to say healthy, but it's all that environmentally things. Know this, know that. It's all those things. And I think she was a nurse before this, but don't hold me to that. I could be totally wrong. So I saw that and I said, oh, well, I'm never going to wear half of these colors. So I got the subscription 2 years ago as a Christmas gift for Charlie, Tyler's girlfriend. So I love the purples. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Thank you, Nikita. So I got this as a subscription for Charlie. So she takes all the dark colors. I steal all the pinks. And so Charlie's 22.
Yeah.
She's 22. So I still all the pinks. She gets all the dark colors. And occasionally I'll put these, when I'm not feeling pink, I'll put these on my toes for a little bit of time. But yeah, I just love, it just looks so much prettier than it does in the bottle. And it's darker, a little bit darker than it is in the bottle. Anyways, so if you guys have any information, tips for a left-handed crocheter, I'm like all ears. The book, The Cozy Murder Mystery. Do me a favor. Is my gray bag back there? Right behind me?
Yeah.
Okay, if it is, look inside and see if there's a little book in there. It's going to be about that big. Don't pull anything out because that's my like big carry-all messy bag.
The wire-bound one. That's about it. I don't see anything like that. You told me not to pull anything out.
I told him not to pull anything out, and I pull everything in the world out.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Here's my block from last month. Got it. So I'm doing this. No, I'm not selling kits for it, but I'm going to be starting this come Monday. So if you guys want to read along with me, you can get them on Amazon. If you have Audible, it's a free one for Audible. But what's really cool is at the back of the book, it comes with a granny square pattern. So this is the granny square I'm going to try to do because it only has a couple of stitches. You only need to know chain, which I do, slip stitch, which I think I do, and yes, I do know slip stitch. I think I do know slip stitch, and double crochet, which I have yet to master. So I'm going to work on my double crochets, and then I'm going to make this. And then Dave and I, when I'm done, we're going to make the recipe that comes in it. And we're going to do that as a video for you all. So it's Helen's pound cake. Butter, sugar, eggs, cake flour, baking soda, and vanilla paste. Vanilla beans.
Never heard of vanilla paste.
Yeah, I think it's probably vanilla beans ground down. So we'll get some vanilla beans. So anyways, I thought Dave and I love to bake. So I thought it would be totally fun. We're going to bake the cake. And I am going to do my very best at knitting or crocheting. You'll have to forgive me when I say crochet. Crochet the square. And I plan to have it done by the end of May. Both the book, the granny square, and the pound cake.
Is that this May? No.
Oh, shut up. Okay. Listen to him. That's what, 30-something years of marriage does. Do you know I've known him since we were 21 and 19? Yeah. We started dating when we were 21 and 19.
Needless to say, we're a bit far from there.
Well, I'm still that age.
How do you do it?
I know, right? Never mind the fact that our son's about to turn 25. But so anyways, grab yourself a book, get yourself some yarn. They recommend Lily's sugar. If I do this more than 1 month, which I very well may, if I do this more than 1 month, then I might start doing kits because I think it'd be totally fun to have it in wool. And I've got some minis that I'm going to use up.
You're going to have to explain, what does crochet have to do with murder?
Okay, so there's this whole big thing out there where true crime, like we do the monthly or the annual, the annual
The Halloween box, yeah.
Halloween box. I forgot what it's called.
You have time, it's only May.
Yeah. Anyways, so I having him here kind of throws me for a loop sometimes. But I did invite him in. In fact, I insisted because we were going to be talking about his cuffs. He does. So yeah, there's a whole big thing with like cozy murders, cozy mysteries, which you're supposed to be like
murder made comfortable.
You're supposed to be like short books that make you feel like not so scary with like a murder.
How did one of the most heinous crimes you can commit to another person end up as like light TV watching and
Well, no, they're books. They're books.
Yeah,
They're not TV,
I know.
they're
I'm
books.
talking about like Murder She Wrote and
yeah.
you know, all
well,
of
I mean,
these
I
things.
think this is even like cozier than that. The intro says we can do all things with crochet that you knitters only dream of. Detective Heather, I'm only going to read it for a short bit. Only the preface.
It's preface, yeah.
Detective Heather appeared as. Oh, you can do it. You've got a good reading voice. Let's let him do it.
Maybe I should actually wear some reading glasses. Great. Okay.
Don't mind the purple glasses on my husband.
We can do things with crochet that you knitters only dream about. Detective Heather appeared a little stunned by Adele's bar rage. Sorry, barrage. But quickly shrugged it off. As long as I'm here, I'd like to ask you all something. Was it common for Ellen to forget her hooks? Probably not, I'm guessing. Not at all, CC began. I was surprised when Molly told me. It was completely unlike Ellen. She was highly organized and into detail. Really, Detective Heather said, taking out her notebook and pen. Oh. So when you saw the bag of hooks, then you saw the bag of hooks after she left? See, she shook her head. Not me. The detective looked towards Adele, Meredith, and Sheila. You must have seen the bag of hooks. They all shook their heads. So, Mrs. Pink, you were the only one who actually saw the bag? This wasn't sounding good. I didn't like the way Detective Heather was staring at me. I thought about what I'd said to Dinah about has it wasn't my job to find. Okay, somebody typo there.
Apparently someone didn't have an editor.
As it wasn't my job to find out who killed Ellen. I just changed my mind. And that's the preface.
That's the preface. So, of course.
That is the most serious that preface has probably ever sounded to anyone. I mean, there's somebody in it named.
Ooh, they're talking about a gym membership. Did I tell you that the relative of the gym member who works at the police's West Valley division said that Ellen had a big life insurance policy? So, yeah, I mean, it's about knitting and it's a little bit about murder. So I think it'll be fun.
And Mrs. Pink.
And Mrs. Pink. So this is what I'm doing. If I like it and if y'all want to participate along with me, maybe I'll do another one next month. Now, I have to be totally honest. I bought this to show. I already have it downloaded on my Kindle. I already have the Kindle version or Audible. You can do either one, but I have it on Audible because I like to knit and listen to audiobooks. So I already have it on Audible. So this, like I said, this one is just for show. So yeah, we'll be doing the pound cake. Dave just found this out today. He didn't know we were doing this, so I sprung that on him. I don't know what else is going on in our lives. That's about it.
Nothing we're sharing.
True. Exactly. So, that's about it. I have kept you guys for 48 minutes.
It's almost like you were trying to fill up time.
Wish me luck with trying to learn to crochet more than a single crochet. I'm going to get this to work. I just cross my fingers. I'm going to get this to work. I have a bunch of biddies. Sorry, I have a bunch of biddies I'm going to use. I'm going to try to use up. And now that I have all my knitting needles organized, there's still a bunch more in that closet over there I've got to get organized. And do you have the rest of my hooks?
In the bag.
So, I don't know how good these are. I'll probably give you guys a review after I've used them. And I already lost that little baggie of incredibly expensive stitch markers.
Little clippy dippies.
Clips. Well, let's face it, I like literally have 1,000 of them over there. Literally. So I really don't care. There you go. I think we'll sign off.
Yeah, I probably should.
I checked my, I did a little something different with the setup today. So Dave would have room. I scooted over a table because I realized, do I really need all these tables in here? Probably not.
Again. It's a touch.
I keep touching the net like. The neck light.
These things have an inward facing bulb that I don't know what it's for. It's got three on the front. It's got two on the front, a yellow and a white, so you can turn on the white, the yellow, or both for different tones of light. But then it's got these ones that face inwards, and I have no idea what those are for.
See, now that now I'm just turned. Oh, I have to use a much lighter touch. See, now that
it's
one's
just
on.
a touch. Yeah, and it's on the side of the thing. I have no idea what that's for.
See, I have no idea either. So it's just that's why I keep turning them on.
But yeah, it's not a click button. It's
I forget that it's a touch light. So I guess that's why I keep turning it on, is I keep forgetting that it's a touch light. You just have to swipe your finger over it like on your phone. All right. Well, it's been 50 minutes and 40 seconds, and I think you guys are tired of listening to us. So we're going to say good night, happy crochet, happy knitting, and say something clever.
May the fiber force be with you. Because it started
right. May the gauge be with you today.
Yeah.
See you guys later. I will catch y'all next week for Sunday Yarn Chat Live. Hopefully back to its regular
Mother's
time.
Day edition.
It's Mother's Day already next week. I know. I don't know. I don't want to pressure my son and keep reminding him that it's Mother's Day next week. Yeah. I kind of feel like if he doesn't remember on his own, I shouldn't nag him and say, hey, it's Mother's Day.
How many attempts at signing off are you going to make?
7.
Well, this is now going to be the third one.
Bye, everybody. I'm hanging up now. Have a great rest of your Sunday and a perfect next week. Dave and I will, at least I will talk to you next week. I don't know if Dave will. Tell me below in the comments, do you like me to talk? Do you like Dave on here with me, or would you rather just have it be me? I kind of like him on board with me. So let me know. Talk to you guys later. Bye now.
You're welcome.